just start and introduce myself. My name is Mark Ehrlichs, and I'm a healer by the grace of God. It's all that I do in my life, and it's literally by the grace of God. And I like to keep it like that too. I don't want to have myself think that it's me in any way, because it's not. Uh, as I approach these things and working with healing or the intuitive or anything else, I say, okay, boss, what's on your agenda? And it basically gets down to that. And I prefer it that way. And I don't know if Robert, I don't know if the video activates on this darn thing. It's just me that people see. Um, Unless you're just trying to see the Facebook page. And that's what I'm on, but I don't get to see people's faces and stuff. And I get a bunch of names at the top, or excuse me, I get a bunch of numbers at the top, how many people are here, but I don't get to see anyone's face, and nor do I know who it is. So unless people identify themselves in the comment box. So I hope that answers your question there. Hey, Patty, good to see you. Good to see you. Tell me, what's the new puppy's name? I forgot it, and I don't have my other page up. Beautiful puppy, 6 weeks old. Oh my God! And I would love to just come out there and grab it. It's so pretty. Beautiful, beautiful puppy collie. And Stephanie, hey, good to see you. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. And there's some other people too, and I know who it is. Casper, that's who the dog's name. Casper, beautiful, beautiful little puppy. And oh, good, you get to see me. Good, I appreciate it, Robert. And Lynn, Facebook Live is only supposed to show the one person. Yes, we're looking into using Zoom. Yes, Lynn and I. Lynn is looking into hopefully fixing that Zoom with Facebook Live, so that there's a lot more interaction, and I think that's really needed, and it's great for recognition of people and stuff like that. And there is a lot more interaction if we can get into that Zoom with Facebook Live. So, and Lynn's my main hub, and she's up in Canada. And by the way, we're getting a whiteout right now in the Boulder area. Yesterday it was 60 or 61 or something like that, 62, and now we're getting a whiteout, and it's going to get down to 18 tonight, and then it's going to start climbing. I mean, we're going to get 5 to 8 inches of snow, and then it's going to start climbing it back into the 40s and 50s and 60s. My audio stopped. Lynn, can you help Robert with that? My audio stopped for some reason, and I don't know why. If you pressed a button or whatever, I don't know. Or it's me. I don't think it's me. It seems like I'm still live. In any case, we're going to move on, and hopefully Lynn will be able to address your situation there, Robert. So, I really want to thank everyone for being here. Lynn says, hello all. We're in a whiteout situation here already. We have 2 feet of snow. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, so Robert, it is your situation. And I don't know why, unless you put a hold on it or stop on it or something. In any case, I want to welcome everyone here. I'm just totally honored. And the next gathering, every gathering is each week on Wednesday at this time at 7 o'clock. And it's a time for questions, and this is time for questions on healing and spirituality, or something you feel you'd like an elaboration on. Please, nothing about what color hair you're going to have next week. I don't know. And I'm not going to be a psychic because I'm not one. There are times, though, that I perceive things when I'm working with people. Not all the time, but oftentimes. and that's as far as my psychic goes. My we used to call my grandmother a seer for anything in the um, past of a person's life, or the current other of the person's life, or the potential future of a person's life. But I've chosen healing, so and that's what I've learned about all my life. Patty's having trouble with the audio also. I don't know why. I'm hoping that everyone else is uh, getting it. Lynn, you can still hear me okay? Please let me know. Again, Lynn is the hub of the operation. And if anyone is interested in having, you know, uh, any of the classes and have a financial need, please talk to Lynn at her email is admin@markehrlichs.com. In 2 weeks, we're having another healing circle, and Lynn and I are going to be talking about that, and we might have the circle a little more often. Thanks, Sue Gray. All right, good. So it's an individual thing, and I don't know why people are experiencing that right now, a couple people. So other than that, we're going to have another workshop soon. Lynn and I are going to be talking about that, and she helps me to set it all up and get it going. Any questions I could try to answer? Please feel free. Please feel free here. And oh, spin. All right. Robert said that his audio problem was on his end. Um, good. All right. And thanks, Pat, Lynn. I appreciate it. There you go. All the information that's settled and down pat is on the website, markehrlichs.com. And if anyone's interested in doing a gifting or supporting, please feel free to go to the website. There's a place for that. And, don't be hesitant. Go to the website, sign up for the newsletter. You'll get all the immediate events. I don't sell the emails or anything like that. And let me see if there's anything else. Christy, hey, hi, Christy. Good to see you here. Thanks for being here. And please let me know where you're from, Christy. Please let me know. And let's see here. If there's any questions for pertaining to healing or spirituality, please feel free to ask. And I will work with some people tonight. Times like, hey, Karen, thanks for being here. Oh my gosh, great to see you. I appreciate it. Truly, truly appreciate it, Karen. And I hope everything worked out. And the blessing last time was beneficial for you in your life. Please feel free, anyone, and let me know. Sue Henley, oh my God, I can't even see that you were here. Please write a note in the comment box, Sue. I appreciate that, and this way, if there's any questions on healing or spirituality, I can try to answer or elaborate on. If you'd like something elaborated on, I'd be more than happy to. Got a good group of people here now. This is fine. This is nice. Let me see here. Is there anything, please, that's what this is for, questions. And, or anything I could try to answer. I'm going to expand my screen here a little bit. And I'm just doing a little chatting that's crazy. Good to see you. I'm in Nashville. Oh my gosh. My lifelong friend Shannon Atkins. Oh, yes. Introduced me to virtually years ago. Glad to be here. Yes, I'm so glad you're here. I remember Shannon. Yes, yes, yes. Lovely person. A wonderful, wonderful person. And, all right. Where does the soul reside? Oh, Patty, please. there's various understandings about the soul and where it resides. Um, it's attached to ourself. It integrates and works with ourself within, which is in the solar plex area. And some people advocate the soul being an entity by itself within us, but it's attached to us. It's in every cell. It's encompassing, in my perspective, it's encompassing the entire sheath of the self that expands from within here throughout our body. It encompasses the membranes. It encompasses everything about us. And other people swear that the soul is up in here, behind the eye, somewhere in the head. Other people, who knows what, they say it's a separate entity. Other people say it's it's just encompassed and meshed with everything. It also pertains to, going into another topic of the soul, it also pertains to our experiences of life, and guiding us and directing us into such an experience, as we're always being led through the soul. So that's my answer, where the soul resides. And I don't know, for me, it doesn't even matter anymore, you know? So I never contemplated it might be my own doing. I know it's my own doing. I just don't even worry about it or contemplate it or anything else. It's another distraction in my life. I know that it exists, and I know that it's always guiding and directing us in a path in order to get to know ourselves. And that's the purpose of the soul function, in my understanding and my experience and my teaching, is to guide and direct us. It's always in activity and doing that. Even if we go off path in something, it's going to lead us back into that, but in a different direction, because we lost the connection for that direction because we got distracted in doing something else in life. So the soul is always going to gently guide and direct us back into some way of knowing ourselves. So that's my answer in short, very short. Karen asked, can you please say a prayer, offering, or a blessing for my friend Francesca for peace and grace, as she's in the process of transitioning? Yes, I can. I'd be more than happy to, Karen. And in my perception, it might help her transitioning to be easier and at peace. So I'll leave it like that. And thank you for asking about that. And if there's anything for you that I can work with as well, I'd be more than happy. And let's see here. Christy Ritchie, yay! Do you feel that your gifts are something that anyone so inclined could develop? Or do you feel that only certain people? Oh, great question. Okay, first of all, I want to answer it in two parts. One, do you feel that your gifts are something that anyone so inclined could develop? Personally, I feel that everyone is unique, and there's so many thousands of forms of working with healing, and even with the touch, there's different perceptions from different people of the so-called healers that are working with this stuff. So they're going to work in a different way, and I admire always, because I think that everyone is unique, and they're all different paths leading to the same source. So everyone is unique in their process and their interpretation of what healing is. And so I also believe that in what I do teach, and I'm hoping that others teach it as well, because I haven't followed anyone really ever. I just follow myself inside, and but everyone can say what I do is I try to help bring it out in people. I don't even try. I bring it out in people that they too can work with it, but it's for their way. And that's what I get into. I give people examples. I give people experiential stuff. I give people the teachings, hopefully what they're looking for to discover themselves. And but everyone has the ability. I think about 25, 30 years ago, I met someone uh, uh, that came to a workshop, and they were the only person I've ever met in my life who didn't have the ability to work with it out of uh, 25 to 35,000 people over the many years. They were the only person that I know of that weren't capable of working with it. Why, I don't know. But it was just my place to teach them. And maybe later in life they awakened to it. I don't know. I had lost contact with them. Um, I feel that I'm blessed with these gifts, and I call them gifts of the Spirit. I feel that I'm blessed with these gifts of the Spirit to enable people to wake up to these things. And that's what I do. And that's my job. So that's my answer, Christy. Great, great question. And I'm really grateful that you're here. And please, if you have contact with Shannon, tell her hi, like that. um, all right. All right, Robert. Blessings to you, my dear friend. Blessings. And thank you so much for being here. And Diana wrote, can you please help my son? He is struggling with self-harm, maybe energy or prayer. I don't do energy unless there's a function for it, unless there's a purpose for it. Otherwise, it's like someone saying, send me energy. And so someone's sending me energy, and I'm going like that. What is it for? What does it do? It's a widely used term. Um, I will gladly pray for your son and ask blessing upon him. And please understand, people will experience something from it, either immediately or in a short time they begin to notice a difference in their life, or something will change, or something will finally break. And that's what I go for in my life. I no longer try to control the healings like in the old days. Now it's for function, it's for purpose, and it does a lot more than what I used to do, which was more of a show and tell. And like uh, I'm not up on the stage like Benny Hinn, you know, going like that and watching everyone fall over. It has to serve a function and a purpose. In my book, in the way that I work anyway. And I feel that it's a lot more effective that way. So I'll gladly work with your son on this. I'm curious, did your son, I've just finished, I'm curious, did your son have a I want to say a grave illness when he was even younger? Um, and I'm curious about that. If you can please answer that, uh, uh, please, if you don't mind, Diana. And I did work with him though. Or an illness that could have been really grave. I'm really curious. Please share it with me. And Lynn, hey Mark, you missed a comment from Marie Suzette Fowler. What's the best thing we can do for our health during pandemic? By loving ourselves. And I think that's the ultimate in finding where that love dwells within us. And that's what we're ultimately seeking anyways. That eliminates and eradicates, our self-pity. It eradicates our loneliness. It eradicates our worry. It eradicates potential disease. It eradicates a lot. Our depressions, whatever. It's looking for that divinity within ourselves that's waiting for us to find it. And so that's what we're looking for in our life. That's why we're here, is to get to know ourselves. And that's what we do, is we get to know ourselves. That's why we're here. There's no other rhyme or reason for so-called reincarnation except to eventually get to know ourselves. That's the purpose of it. So, one second. And I hope that answers the question. And pertaining to the actual pandemic itself of the COVID, I personally, this is my choice, I personally have had both shots up until about a month ago. I've had both of them. And, I've realized that, I'm in love with God. And so, and I trust God, but I'm not going to challenge God. And so I've chosen to get the shots, and I'm fine with it. But I didn't really feel a threat from the COVID. And at the same time, I took care of myself, even though I did subject myself to many people, and some of those in person, and some of those came down with COVID, but I didn't. And so what I did was I took care of myself. I did vitamin D, and I did a shot of tonic water a couple times a day, and so with quinine in it. And so, I'm fine, but at the same time, it was my way of justifying, I'm doing my part back then before I had the shots. So, just my thing. I think vitamin D and zinc is very important. It was for me, I felt. Not to recommend or diagnose or prescribe or tell anyone they're healed. I let people, pretty much express that. So that's what, the other aspect of your question is, in my perspective. Christy Ritchie said, great response. Thank you so much. And I will definitely let Shannon know that you said hello. I am really excited to be a part of this group. I'm very excited that you are too, Christy. Thank you so much for being here. And let's see, part of this group, although it feels like a party, I'd like it to be casual. I think we're more receptive, and we're, open when it's casual, and, we're not restricted in any way. And even at my workshops, it's the same thing. I prefer to make it casual and people to express themselves freely. Diane Janik, when he was born, he had a fluid in his lung. Okay. And he has severe allergies from, yes. These allergies came, in my perspective, from all that, that were life-threatening. All right, so, and the peanut allergies, anaphylaxis, and he still has that. Okay, all right. That's where that comes from. That's where the memory was that I was perceiving when I mentioned that he has severe illness. And I just wanted it to more or less be known, and that's the causal for what's happening in his life now. So I want to work with his lungs, which affected the rest of his body's consciousness. And hopefully that will free him. at least to some degree or extreme degree. I wish I had known him when he was born and been able to work with him there. So uh, he'll probably go through incremental changes in my perspective of things. Uh, Blessings to you, blessings, and please, if anyone's interested, these are quickie healings. So if anyone is interested in a fuller appointment, let me know. Let me know, and if you're hurting in any way or disadvantaged in any way financially, let me know, and I'll work with you gladly. And so, and I do appointments through the telephone or FaceTime or Zoom. I'm open for any of that. And let me see here. When he was born, he had flu in his lungs, severe allergies, life-threatening peanut allergy, anaphylaxis, and it still has that. Okay, good. And so, what I perceived also, Diana, was that there was um, uh, he'll almost like take a deep breath and he'll feel free for the moment. That's the beginning of the process. And it'll be a momentary experience for him. It's like a breath that he'll experience. All right. I couldn't hold him for 24 hours. He was so intensive care. Yes, yes, yes. I understand, hon. I understand. Sue, thank you for the comments of getting to know ourselves and loving ourselves. That's the whole function and purpose why we're here. Everything else is like superfluous chatter in our lives. Everything else is superfluous chatter. And they're just things that are happening to distract us from knowing that. And so I try to keep that in mind all the time when I can think of it, when I can remember that, when I can bring the members back, remembering, and in my mind. And then I'm being objective and observant in the moment versus reactive. And then is our golden opportunity that it's almost like we're opened to knowing ourselves a little bit more, even though we're not thinking about ourselves personally, but we're experiencing like a wholeness in those moments. And we're also open to comments from ourself within, what I refer to as the aha moments. And no different than the analogy I always give of either doing the dishes or being in the shower, then all of a sudden we have an aha moment, a spiritual moment where we see something or perceive something or find out an answer to something we didn't know what the answer was prior to that, of something we were dwelling on or thinking about. So those are the moments that we're whole for that moment. And that's a part of us, naturally. Totally naturally. Yeah, thanks for the comment. And it's all about loving ourselves. It's knowing ourselves. And we don't worry about the term of love, because every moment, if we give another, or every 5 minutes, if we can give another, if we are asked to describe it, we're going to give another definition of it. So it's that wholeness that wants to share with us and give to us. My perception. Thank you, Marie said here in the comment. Thank you. Beautiful and empowering and grounded answer. I ask for a healing blessing to help normalize my blood. Oh, God, yes. Yes. And oh my God, my lights just went out. Oh, I'm in the dark. Can anyone see me? Please answer. Can anyone see me? Can you still see me? Am I still live? My lights just went out. Am I still live? Can anyone see me here? Oh, good. Okay, good. Good, good, good. I apologize. The circuits just went out in my place here. All right, so let me work with your. I don't want to go fix it because, or pull the switch for the circuits because it would take about 5 minutes or so to run in and out. And we're having a whiteout outside, a snowstorm. So, all right, let me go and work with your blood pressure. What I got, Marie, was a message: love me, trust me, from that godliness within, and not to worry, be of good cheer. So, and I hope you can relate to that. I truly hope so, Marie, and I hope you experienced something just then as well. And thank you for asking me to do that for you, Karen. For me, I'm looking for change in my relationship with food. Change relationship with food. Half of my life, I was very ill and couldn't absorb or retain any nutrients. So I ate and ate and ate and ate, hoping something would stick. I recognized I had trouble with retaining nutrients um, during my more recent health crisis. Okay, can you help remove the association I have held with needing to overeat in order to live? That no longer serves me. I would love to have an appointment with you, Karen, but um, that no longer serves me today, and that I'm well. I would love to work with that. So let me. I want to do something, Karen. Close, if you please close your eyes. Don't fidget. Don't do anything. Just close your eyes, please. And I'm going to touch your right shoulder just for a moment. And I really want you to think about the dilemmic part of it all, the dilemma of the eating and the gaining of weight. Think about that and how it bothers you. Don't open your eyes though. Now, what I'd like you to do is to open your eyes for a moment, move your head around, and close your eyes again, please. Now, what I'd like you to do is I'm going to touch your left shoulder, and you may sense it there, and I want you to only think about nothing else but what it would be like with your relationship to food, what you would like it to be. What would that feel like to you? All right, open up your eyes, move around a little bit, and close your eyes again just for a moment, please, Karen. What I'd like you to do is to um, imagine thinking about the dilemma of eating and tell me what that's like if it's the same thing anymore. And please share with me. Please, please. Uh, Yes, Lynn put up the personal appointment information. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you so much. Would love some healing on my neck. Thanks. Sure, Patty. And please, Karen, let me know. And you're welcome, Diana. You're welcome. It's from my heart. So, um, and that's where the prayers really get empowered from the desire of the heart, the fire that comes forth from the heart. All right. Let me see here. The neck, Patty's neck. Are you doing the neck exercises, Patty? All right. One thing that I got also, Patty, resistance exercises. What I saw was it's just like we're for you, it's like pushing your head into your hand and holding it for about 5 seconds or 6 seconds, forcefully pushing your head into your hand, holding it, and you'll see that these muscles begin to tighten. And if you can do that enough, after a while, they begin to strengthen. And my perception of what I was shown is that it's going to help you in strengthening these muscles. If you can do this, pushing your head forcefully into your hand and not moving your hand, and then going to the side and tilting it and holding it, doing the same thing, pushing your head for 5 seconds, doing it several times, each of those things, and then this one several times as well, holding it to position, and pushing your head forcefully. And see what happens from that, Patty. And Diana wrote, I could feel your healing come through me, and my phone made a high-pitched noise. Yes, when you were doing it. That was cool. Did you mean we only have a momentary relief? No, not necessarily. Sometimes it's for, instead of a moment, it's for 5 minutes, or it might be for the rest of your life. I don't know which. And I apologize to everyone. My lights are off. All the electricity is off and my computer's working. So the fuse blew, and we're having a whiteout storm right now. It was just 62 yesterday, or 61 or something like that. And tomorrow is going to be in the 30s and 40s, then 50s and 60s. It's going to keep on going. How funny the weather is here in Boulder. That's the way it is. And the snow will be gone. We're getting up to 5 to 8 inches. And the snow will be gone in another day and a half. That's just the way it is here. So, yeah, thanks for sharing that, Diana. I'm appreciative. The sound when I'm working with people, many people will hear it, and it's always been that way. I contributed to spirit, and when I'm talking, there is no high pitched sound or chirping. A lot of people say they heard birds chirping. And I just, it is spirit, the power, the force, the energy of the spirit moving through. And I know that. Marie Fowler, yes, yes, yes. And Karen, yes. And let me see here. I can see you, yes. Good. Okay, good. Yes, can see you. Hey. All right. And Stephanie, yes. Everyone's saying yes, Lisa. See me here because my electricity is so out. It's amazing. And good. Excellent. 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 And let me see here. I'm getting towards the bottom. Lynn, Mark, I'll text you if something goes wrong. Okay. All right. Thank you. Please, a blessing for my dry eyes, Sue. All right. One good exercise I understand for dry eyes is several times a day, if you can get as hot as you can handle, a moist towel resting on your eyes. It'll break open the oil ducts. And if you do that for several days, like 2 or 5 or 7 days, you'll see that they're flowing. Uh, they're able to, they won't be dry. And initially, as you do that, there'll be a lot of fluid coming out, tears. That's a breaking in. But let me work with those as well on your eyes. All right, and I was told to remind you also not to get dry heat, like an electric heat, or by a heating pad, because that will compound the situation and clog it up even more quickly and more definitely. But to even go to Walgreens or CVS or something like that and get a one of those old red rubber water bottles of some sort, and as hot a water as you can handle on your face or your eyes area, or a washcloth that's really warm, and put it in a baggie and put it on your face, and leave it on there for as long as you choose to, hopefully for 5 minutes or so. And that will start to break up the oil ducts that are clogged. Just my sharing with you of what I've had others experience. And I pray to that it's a lot better soon. Yes, so thank you so much, Mark. My pleasure. Karen, first of all, you helped me heal my ulcerative colitis decades ago. I vaguely remember that. And I can feel the joy food brings to me through nourishment. Yes, it felt like a mindful awareness. I didn't feel you, but that's not necessary for my healing. You're right. So thank you, Mark. All right, good. Yes, and not everyone will experience me touching. Many people do, and there's some that don't. There is no right or wrong in the mind of God, and it's going to something's going to transpire, regardless whether you're conscious or not conscious of experiencing the touch, or the spiritual hands or the angelics that are working with you. It doesn't matter. It's not necessary. The ones that do need to, the ones that don't need to, and that's as simple as it can get. Do you have a candle handy? I don't even know if I have a candle in here. So, which is a good idea, but I don't want to get up because we only have 13 more minutes. And I hope everyone can see me okay. And the light of the computer hopefully is sufficient where you can't see me. So, and I should have a candle readily available in here, but I don't. And Patty wrote, thank you for reminding me about the resistance next exercises. Yes, I was taught those years ago. Now I'll follow through. Yes, yes, they're really going to be good for you. That's what I saw very directly for you, Patty. And I've never seen that for you before. And Sue said, thank you. Please, is there anyone else I can work with, or anyone have an experience yet that while I was working with them? Please feel free to share. Please feel free. All right. Let's see. I don't know what else to talk about. Many people experience, as I've mentioned before, many people will experience the healing either immediately or after a short while, or as I always say, walking down the street 2 weeks or 2 months later and then realizing, oh my God, when did this leave me? So I never know. I just, say, okay, boss, take over your way. Take over your way. I feel like, Diana wrote, I feel like I can keep working with my son's lung. Yes, yes. And just only keep focus for part of your working with it. Only keep focus of him taking a deep breath and going, ah, like that. And so let that happen. Let that happen. All right, what I'd like to do, this is going to be kind of cool. Got anything for me? Host choice. Host choice. Christy, is there anything that's bugging you before I get into what I was going to do? Is there anything that's bugging you in your body, Christy? Please feel free to share. I'd be more than happy to do whatever I can from my heart. I really do. I really would be happy to. Christy, so please share with me anything in particular that's bugging you in your body that biologically, neurologically, physically, anything chronic or whatever. Please feel free. I'd be more than happy to work with you, Christy. Let's see. Any other questions or comments in the meantime that I can answer? All right. What I'd like you to do, this is going to be kind of cool. Just for a moment, I'd like you to, here she is. I just received from COVID, but it was mild. I still feel tired. Okay, let me ask a blessing on you. All right. Now, one thing I would like to suggest is to do vitamin D, and this is just a suggestion, vitamin D and zinc. I don't know quantities or anything like that. And also, if you can get like Schweppes or Canada Dry tonic water, not the diet stuff, regular tonic water, or if you can get an organic tonic water, whatever is available. I don't know, some stores have them too. And but it has to have quinine in it. And if you can do, say, hypothetically, a quarter of a glass of tonic water twice a day, you'll notice just fantastic change in your life, in my perspective, as far as the tiredness. That's what I perceived. And I really appreciate your sharing that with me, Christy. Thank you. And I hope we get to see more of you. I'd love it. Love it, love it, love it. And Marie, I feel deep peace and gratitude. Oh, my honor. I've had sessions with Mark over the phone and in person, and both have been powerful. You're just so receptive as well, and there's a love of God there that's just the most important. And there's a trust in that. All right, so this is kind of cool. What I'd like to do is, before we go here, and I'd like to have you look at me right up in here. Christy wrote, let me put on my glasses. I don't know what you said, but I just could not help but smile so big by myself. Thank you. It'll reach you in your heart. It'll reach you. So much for the blessing, Mark. And I've been taking vitamin D3. Good, good, good. We'll try the tonic water too. Good, excellent. And also vitamin, the zinc. The zinc is very important. Those three combination. All right. Yes, and thank you. Thank you. All right, so what I'd like to do before we go here is I'm going to have you look right here and stare right here. And you'll see something around me and behind me, as dark as it is. You'll see something. And I'm going to move my head, but don't look where I move it to. Keep your focus right here in the center of my head. And I want to move my head. And you'll see something around and behind me. Or my hand. And it's not a trick of the eyes. All right. Please, anyone get to experience something there? And I'm kind of fortunate that it was perfect where everything is pitch black in here. Please, anyone experience anything? And it's okay if you didn't. It's okay. Well, I am honored that everyone was here, and I apologize for my lights being put out, all the electricity gone here. And thank God for the internet is still working. So, and my computer is still charged, my laptop. And thank you so much for being here. And if there's any questions, please go to the website. Anything about the workshops, you want to participate in any of the past workshops, they're all online on a private channel. And you'll have access to them. Yes, there was light behind my by my hand. Yes, there was light. Yes, and please put in hashtag Mark Ehrlichs. Google will love that. The analytics, and you guys rock. Yes, yes, there was a heart shape there. There was, and thank you for sharing that. What you saw. And yes, you saw the lights. Yes, I know you did. So that's awesome. That's awesome. You guys rock. And also put in hashtag spiritual healer or hashtag Mark Ehrlichs. And thank you all. And thank you, Stephanie, for being here. I appreciate it. And next time, ask a question, Stephanie, or let me work with something. I'd be more than happy to. You rock, Sue. Blessings to everyone, and thank you so much for being here. Bye-bye, everyone. See you next in 2 Tuesdays for the Healing Circle and one next Wednesday for the Gathering. And I'm looking forward. Blessings. Bye-bye.